Okay, good to be back with you. I know I left you hanging on the last blog post, on the last video post. Just to review quickly, what we talked about was our 20-year plans. We are going to replace our New Year's resolutions and our next year with a 20-year plan, right? So that's what we talked about. If anybody watching right now, I want you, after this video, after you watch it, I want you to go back and review the last blog post, the last video blog, because it really gives you the depth of me and my kids and our 20-year plans. Like, this was my first 20-year plan. You guys all remember, right? Best safety in the world. Here's my next 20-year plan. Best stage performer in the world. Here's Lila's plan, 5-year-old Lila, to be the best ballerina in the world. I got a feeling that that's going to happen. Here's Eloise's, her duct tape, remember? And hers is to be a dancer and to be a performer. She's still working hers out, and you will too. These plans, these dreams, these 20-year dreams they evolve. They're not like, hey, I wrote my little list of dreams and then I never look at this book again. We are looking at these books constantly developing and evolving our dreams as we go, book after book after book. And this is Axel, my 8-year-old, and you guys remember his. He had Michael Jordan in there. You will not outwork me, Michael Jordan. And I'm telling you, if he doesn't let Michael Jordan outwork him, he's going to be something to be dealt with, right? So his dream of being an NFL player and an NBA player, what are the odds of that happening? If Vegas gave you the odds, that would be somewhere around 0.02%, something like that would be the odds of that happening. But we don't deal with Vegas, right? We deal in dreams. We deal in 20-year plans. You give me a dream of where you're going to hang your hat for 20 years, and I can guarantee you that dream's going to happen, right? That's just how it works. Unless some kind of catastrophic injury or something like that keeps you from it, but then you'll be able to use all of that goodwill and all of those dreams that you've accumulated, all the molecules working for you, the universe working for your dreams, and your dream will actually be better than the one you initially dreamed because of some kind of accident or because of some kind of emergency that may have happened. But you understand? That's what we talked about on the last video. My kids and your kids have the wherewithal to make this come true over the long period. Kids, people, us parents, we underestimate the kids. We say they can't pay attention. They want to play video games. Well, they don't want to play video games unless that's their dream. Unless they declare in their dream, in 20 years, I want to be the best video game player in the world, which no kid's ever going to dream of that, right? So you don't have to worry about that stuff. It's going to go out the window. But you can't underestimate the power of people's dreams and the stamina that one has for their own dreams. You no longer have to work. I mean, you're going to work hard for your dreams, but it doesn't seem hard because it's your dream. What could be better? What else are you going to spend your days doing except making your dreams come true and working toward them, okay? I left you last time. This is my book for this year. And this is bigger. I'm going bigger and bigger and every time. I left you last time with why the best? Why do we always use that term, the best? Why do I use it for all my dreams, all my years? And why do my kids use it? The best. Why is that term, the best, important? I didn't know that it was important. But my dad used to wake me up every morning by rubbing my back because I told him I wanted to be the best safety in the world. So he rubbed my back at 5 a.m. and whispered in my ear, "You're the best in there." And then he would drop a few how do you say that word? Expletives, cuss words. He would rub my back, tell me I was the best, drop some cuss words, and I would wake up and go train. So I always had this term, the best, in my DNA as I grew up. I later found out that I was on stage maybe a few years ago, and the head of the Brain Institute at Harvard was this guy, and he was on the stage with me. He was speaking and I was speaking. After he heard my stories about me desiring to be the best in these different disciplines, these different fields, he came up to me afterwards. He goes, Bo, do you know why you were able to be the best in the world at these different fields? And I go, no, why don't you tell me? And he said, well, it's because you use the term the best. If you said to yourself, I have a dream of being the 32nd best safety in the world, or I have a dream of being a kind of a mediocre stage performer in this world, or I have a dream of being the 3rd place best speaker in the world. He told me that it's so unspecific that your brain doesn't know what to do with that information. Your brain doesn't know how to win a silver medal or a bronze medal, but it surely knows how to get to work to win a gold medal. That's why we use the term the best. I mean, I didn't know that was the reason I used it. I just knew it worked for me. This guy then, told me the reason that happens is because the average person uses 7% of their brain capacity, right? A high achiever uses 20%. So a regular person, average person, 7% of their brain capacity. High achievers, 20% of their brain capacity. An Olympic gold medalist, 40% of their brain capacity is put to use, is activated because you're using the term gold medalist. So silver medalist, bronze medalist, 20% of their brain capacity. Gold medalist, 40%. I want access to your 40%. Imagine your brain, the synapses. I don't know enough about the brain because I've been hit in the head way too many times. But what the scientists tell me is imagine the specifics of being the best, of being number one, of being the gold medalist, being the world champion. Imagine the synapses, imagine the energy in the universe all coming together to help you achieve that. But now put yourself in a more vague position, in a position like, I'd kind of like to be a good snowboarder, or I'd like to be the gold medalist snowboarder in the Olympics. Those are two different brain capacities. One is operating about 7 to 20%. The other one, the gold medalist, is activating 40% of their brain capacity. Brain capacity, that's what I want, 40% of your brain capacity. I have to access it. For me to do that, you must declare you want to be the best at a thing in 20 years. Then let's see what kind of animal we got. So the number one reason is, and I wrote these down in my book, and we'll put them up, I need 40% of your brain capacity. That's why we use the term the best. That's what I need from you. That's what I need from my kids. Otherwise, what am I getting? I'm getting like a half-baked person who's trying to avoid pain and trying to reduce the risk. Well, that's not the person that's going to make their dreams come true, okay? Number two, I need access. So the reason you use the term the best is because I need access. I need leverage over you. I need access to your raw animal instincts. If I don't have that, to make your dreams come true, that's not for the faint of heart. Right? We're talking about being the best in the world at a thing, like Michael Phelps, like Michael Jordan, like Mikhail Baryshnikov, like Yo-Yo Ma. The best in the world at a thing, I need raw animal instincts from you. Okay? That's why the best. That's number two. Number three, it is your birthright. It's natural. Your truest obligation to be the best. That is your natural birthright. It is your truest obligation. It is our natural disposition to be the best. The day that you were conceived, and some of you have heard me say this before, the day you were conceived, 300 million sperm were released. 300 million, all with millions of years of design for one thing, to penetrate that egg, right? You won. You won the race. You won the first race you ever entered. 300 million to 1 odds. You're the best. You're already the best, way before you met me. Number four, because you drag other people with you. When you declare you want to be the best over these 10, 15, 14, 18, 20 years, people start to come with you, and then they see in you that you can become the best, so they become the best. That's why all these little hotbeds of talent are out there all over the world, and they all do the same things. Because they see somebody committing to being the best, making their dreams come true, they come along. You drag people with you. Also, when you say the best, when you declare the best, you eliminate all other options. Here in the West, we are paralyzed by too many options, by too many choices. We need to narrow it to the best, not second best. Once we narrow it, we get all that you've got. You understand? We get raw animal instincts, and there's no plan B. Because if there's a plan B, plan A ain't working. And then number 8, which is really important. Because being the best goes counter to the culture, which places you automatically in the position of true leadership. If you go counter to the culture, which the whole culture is trying to reduce themselves, and don't make too big of a commitment. Don't say the best, because that's bragging. Don't do that, because you might fall short and hurt your feelings and have your heart broke. No. We're going counter to those beliefs, which places you automatically in the position of true leadership. You become a leader. Those are the reasons we want to be the best. So dig into your plan. Declare what you want to be the best at, and give yourself 20 years. And I promise you that that thing is going to start to live in your life not too far in the future. You don't have to wait 20 years. Within the next year, within the next 2 years, all of this energy is going to begin to serve you. So forget about your 1-year plans and your New Year's resolutions. Think about who you want to be in 20 years. And hang your hat there. That way, we can assure that they come true. Okay? Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.